Good evening, I'm Russ Mitchell. Tonight on Channel 3 News at 11, the latest on yet another mass shooting. 10 are killed, including the gunman. This evening, Dayton came together to remember 9 people shot and killed by a man with a rifle who was later killed by police. We'll have the latest live from Dayton. Channel 3 News at 11 starts now.
Dayton mass shooting.
Look down the sidewalk and just see a row of bodies.
At least 9 victims killed.
When you came outside, as soon as you hit the front street, you seen the bodies and you knew that this was different.
And another 27 wounded.
I'm just feeling really blessed, but also scared to even get in my car by myself, so currently sinking in.
The suspected shooter shot and killed within 30 seconds.
Shed a tear just as long as you stand by me.
Tonight, a city and nation both stunned and in mourning after a gunman kills 9 people in Dayton. Russ Mitchell leads our team coverage live from Dayton tonight. Russ, good evening.
Lena, good evening to you. I am on 5th Street in Dayton in what is called the Oregon District in front of Ned Potter's Bar, where at 1:07 this morning it all began. As you can see behind me, it is now adorned with candles, flowers, and remembrances. Let's begin with the latest in the investigation. Police say they're still trying to figure out why 24-year-old Connor Betts opened fire, killing 9, including his 22-year-old sister and her boyfriend, whom he had just dropped off at the bar with an AR-15-like rifle. Police say he did all this in 32 seconds. They also tell us he was wearing a mask and a bulletproof vest. 27 were wounded. 1 minute later, Betts was shot and killed by police. More on that horrible scene in just a moment. But tonight, hundreds came out to remember the victims and tell lawmakers they need to do something.
This amazing crowd is just stunning. And I think it's a real testament to the love and the resiliency of this great and wonderful community. We are here tonight because we know that we cannot.
Something must be done, Dayton.
Oh, stand, won't you stand by me.
We have confronted some of the toughest challenges any city could imagine, and we stood tall. Amazing grace.
Is because in the midst of our hurting and in the midst of our fighting, we're yet believing. We're believing that Dayton can be stronger. We're believing that Dayton will be stronger.
But now I see.
The way and the speed at the way tonight's vigil came together was simply amazing. It came less than 24 hours after the shooting, which again happened just after 1 o'clock this morning.
I don't really want to be outside now.
Tragedy.
But then people start getting shot that way.
I thought that they were just going to come into the bathroom, and I just thought it was over. I didn't think that we were going to get out of the bathroom.
Heartbreak.
That my dude's father got killed.
Everyone was just crawling towards the back exit, just fighting each other to get out of the bar. My heart breaks for these families. It's just not fair.
Another mass shooting.
And it just keeps going on here. It just seems like it keeps getting worse.
Being out in public places ain't what's happening. You can die at any time.
This time in the Dayton, Oregon district.
We have seen a lot of issues in our community.
Today marked the second mass shooting in the U.S. in less than 24 hours.
That needs to stop.
Residents of this area describe the scene as a nightmare.
Bullets were so loud you really couldn't tell which direction it was coming from.
What amazes me about this city, and this tragic incident is no different, is how quickly our community comes together.
And we'll be back in just a few moments with an interview with a man who moved here from Cleveland about 5 months ago, who happens to live right across the street from this bar. He describes the scene as horrific, says it was a run-for-your-life moment. We're going to hear from him later on in the broadcast. But for right now, Lena, I'll send it back to you in Cleveland.
All right, thanks, Russ. We'll check back with you in just a few. Tonight, more details are emerging about the suspected gunman. As Ray Strickland explains, former classmates say he had a troubled past.
Hours after the suspected Dayton mass shooter, 24-year-old Connor Betts allegedly unleashed a deadly rampage at a popular entertainment district.
Making sure that everything was safe.
Police searched his home.
I think they cleared the house and a few of the vehicles that were here.
It's shocking, it's sad.
While neighbors were left stunned.
We didn't notice anything in the neighborhood that was suspicious or anything like that.
He was known for being scary.
But Jennifer Hagedorn, who went to school with him at Bellbrook High School, says Betts showed signs of potential violence.
But he made a hit list of girls he wanted to rape while we were in high school.
A list that got him kicked out of school before she says he was later allowed back.
I definitely remember him being someone you didn't want to mess around with.
Betts graduated from Bellbrook in 2013. He ran track there before going on to attend Sinclair Community College. She says he had friends and wasn't a loner, but went on to say he was a troubled kid.
After there were other shootings like Sandy Hook happened, I remember someone telling me that, like, oh, well, like, what if he did that?
And what Hagedorn and her classmates thought he could do is what police say he did, killing 9, including his sister Megan, injuring more than 24, and according to police, all of it happening in about 30 seconds. A half-minute of terror, Hagedorn says, never had to happen.
And also, according to police, Betts did not have a criminal history. His record showing only minor traffic violations. As we said, police searched his home in Bellbrook looking for clues and any insight into what could have happened. But Lena, again, so far, they have not released any motive.
All right. Thanks so much, Ray. Meanwhile, words of comfort tonight from Cleveland Bishop Nelson Perez, who spoke about the Dayton massacre at the Fest in Wickliffe today. The festival, hosted by the Cleveland Catholic Diocese, focuses on faith, family, and fun. But in light of the tragedy in Dayton, the bishop took a moment to encourage people to not allow fear in their hearts and minds.
Yes, it's tough. I'm not going to deny that. And it's heartbreaking. But we do not let, because we're people of faith, right? And we believe that in all things, God will make it work out in one way or another and will bring actually good out of something that was so evil.
The bishop also encouraged Northeast Ohio to appreciate family and friends and hold on to your loved ones closely. Tonight, a makeshift memorial continues to grow for the 20 people killed at an El Paso shopping center. More than a day after the shooting, police say all of the victims' bodies have now been removed from inside the Walmart store and the parking lot. Federal investigators are treating the rampage as domestic terrorism, adding so far they have not found any connections between the gunman and the city of El Paso.
He does not have any contacts here in El Paso, so the majority of those interviews are being conducted in the Dallas area. So through those interviews, we're putting the investigation together to be able to determine if he was part of a group or working with other individuals that were planning any future attacks. At this point, we don't have any credible intelligence saying that there's anything going on in the future.
Writings by the suspect seemingly show a young man determined to stop what he described as a, quote, invasion of immigrants. And when something as terrible as a mass shooting happens, it's almost instinct now to hop online and join in the conversations. But often those conversations come with a lot of claims. Tonight, our Verify team is working to sort out fact from fiction. Here's Jason Puckett.
Not only are some viral claims false, some of them actively seek to change the conversation or mislead. Like these two examples we've seen online after the major shootings this weekend. This is an article posted on Gateway Pundit with tens of thousands of shares, and its core claim is being repeated across social media. Now, it claims the El Paso shooter's information has been changed online and suggests it was done for political purposes. But there's a problem. It bases this claim off screenshots from mylife.com. It's a site that gives basic information on pretty much much anyone in the country based off public records, social media platforms, and more. But it can literally be changed by anyone. You can watch us do it. We loaded that same page from the article. It now says he's an African-American Republican. A few clicks, and I've changed it to say he's a Caucasian Democrat and that he's agnostic. Save it, refresh it, and my changes are still there. So what does this mean? Well, it means any claims about a shooter's motives, political affiliations, religion, income, or really any information at all coming from mylife.com can't be trusted. The information on the shooter's pages can be manipulated by anyone for any reason. And sites like Gateway Pundit are sharing that false information and building a narrative around it. Bottom line, claims based off mylife.com data are false. Next, a post you may be seeing a lot right now, that with the shootings this weekend, the U.S. is now up to 249 or 250 mass shootings in 2019 alone. This claim is true, but it needs context. While the FBI has a definition for mass killing, there's actually no legal definition for a mass shooting. So that number changes based on your source. The 250 plus comes from the Gun Violence Archive. Now, their database does show more than 250 mass shootings in 2019, but that's from their own definition. On their site, if 4 or more victims were shot, they consider it a mass shooting, period. They don't base it off deaths, location, or any other context. So gang violence and even accidental discharges could be included. But if you use the FBI definition of a mass killing, now that's 3 or more people killed, the number drops from 250 to about 30. That's a massive difference. The El Paso shooting was the deadliest this year, and the Dayton shooting is the 3rd deadliest. Now, it's not fair to compare shootings, but the 250 number does need context. There haven't been 250 shootings this year as deadly as what we saw this weekend. Before you share something like these, send us an email and let us verify for you if they're true. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Still to come tonight at 11, beginning to heal. We are back live in Dayton as the community tries to make some sense out of tragedy.
Channel 3 News at 11 is brought to you by Window Nation. Online at windownation.com.
It's summer. Time to relax. Bottom line, Vanderveer will get you approved. Lisa, new
In Dayton tonight, a community begins the long process of healing and recovery after another mass shooting in this country. Russ Mitchell is back with us. And Russ, so many people have been affected in some way by this tragedy.
You are so right, Lena Lai. And joining me right now is Wes Freeman, who lives right across the street from Ned Potter's Bar, where the shooting took place. First of all, I owe Wes an apology. I said he had lived in Cleveland. You were actually a proud Akronite for 10 years.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so again, my apologies to you and the good people of Akron. I know this is not easy to talk about, and again, we thank you so much for joining us. You were across the street when you heard gunshots. What was your first reaction?
Panic.
Yeah.
Simply panic. I thought they were fireworks because the Dragons Stadium is right down the street. And then it looked like a Christmas tree. It was just over 50 law enforcement officers and first responders and just people everywhere.
Yeah, when we talked earlier, you described it as a run for your life.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of moment. What did you do?
Ran.
Okay.
Ran. I went over to the convention center, and that's when I started, contacting my loved ones back home and letting them know what was going on. And no one really had a full understanding of what took place.
Yeah.
It was at the time when I first found out, we had knew 14 people and 4 dead. And then the story started developing. I live one street over. It's your own neighborhood.
Tough.
Yeah.
You were telling me earlier that really it is just sunk in tonight.
Yeah.
Can you describe what that's like, what that feels like?
I moved to Dayton 6 months ago. I've lived through a tornado, the KKK rally, and now this. And Dayton's pulled together after every one of those horrific events and pulled together as a community. And as a new member of the community, it's nice to see them do this for this. Unfortunately, it's under these circumstances.
Yeah. Well, Wes, seeing this community come together tonight was just amazing and very quickly. And you touched on it a second ago, but for you, that had to mean a lot to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after spending 10 years in Akron and moving to a place where no one knows your name, and trying to find friends and nightlife, and it's just a social life in general. This is one of the most popular streets in Dayton. I've been down here hundreds of times, and it's like one street over.
Well, again, Wes, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. The best of luck.
Thank you.
Lena, when we come back later on the broadcast, we'll have a recap of what happened today and give you a preview of tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks, Russ. Let's take a moment to talk about our weather. Cranking up the humidity today. You were out in it earlier at the fest.
Yeah, it was much different than last year, Lena. Last year at the fest it was like mid-90s, just scorching. And this year, a little bit less, but that sun, it'll still go to work on you this time of year. So more of the same forecast. We dodged the showers and thunderstorms today. You're out the door forecast tomorrow morning. A sunny start will be in the 60s. I think some upper 50s in those inline locations once again. Pretty nice night, all things considered. And by afternoon, we're dealing with a couple spotty showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures in the 80s, kind of the same as what we dealt with today. Temperatures out there this evening, though. Notice the wind out of the northeast. That frontal boundary we were tracking last night has settled just down to the south of the area. That was responsible for some of those spotty showers and storms today. But we're back into the 60s out Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, Portage counties, holding on to the 70s as you get down towards Medina County, over towards Lorain and Erie and Huron counties. We're all falling back into the 60s tonight. Again, I think maybe some upper 50s in some of those outlying locations. And you can see the wind generally calm, but that flow is out of the north, continuing to usher in some drier air. But the humidity snuck up today. That dew point went from the 50s this morning up into the mid, even upper 60s out ahead of that front. Still dealing with some residual moisture back and behind. So the humidity that we have right now is going to stick around the rest of the week. It's not oppressive, but you can definitely feel it as compared to the last few days. It was dry. And look at Cleveland right now, 67-degree dew point. It's actually just as humid here as it is areas of the Tennessee Valley and North Carolina. So, yeah, I don't like to be on that list. Let's go back to that dry air, shall we? Over the course of the week, we're going to stay right where we're at in the humid category. Again, not oppressive, but not dry. But all indications are by later next week, we bring in some dry air on in next weekend, looking pretty perfect as of right now on the forecast. So a couple spotty showers and storms as that frontal boundary sank down to the south. You can see areas near Richland County, near Canton. We picked up some pretty heavy downpours. You could see if you were outside of those, the towering cumulonimbus clouds with this front. But everything kind of washing out. It relies on daytime heating. Once that heating goes away with the sunset, everything fades accordingly. And that'll be the case tomorrow. But if we look off to the west, we've got a little area of energy coming across areas in Minnesota. That may kickstart a couple more showers showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. I think coverage pretty similar to today where most of us are dry. So let's take you hour by hour tomorrow morning to start your work week. We're dealing with a pretty comfortable start, mostly sunny skies. Again, those 50s and 60s as mentioned. But notice just a couple stray showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. I think we're up into the mid 80s once again with a little bit of humidity. Sun goes down, storms go away as well on that's Monday night on into Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when we start to flip the script. We'll bring a cold front in here. Notice the coverage of clouds and showers and thunderstorms, not just midday and afternoon Tuesday, but especially on into the evening. That's when this frontal boundary will start to move into the area. And we're going to have a pretty good, decent shot of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday. Tribe taking on Rangers tomorrow, 79 degrees at first pitch. Should be dry. We'll be keeping an eye on the radar. But again, I think most of that game is dry. So here comes the front on Tuesday. Notice how it kind of stalls out on Wednesday. Pretty good chance of rain for that. Another front comes in Thursday, brings us another shot at rain. That sets us up nicely next weekend. As you can see in your Universal Windows Direct 10-day forecast, notice we're up into the upper 80s the next 2 days. There's the rainfall chances Wednesday, Thursday. But look at next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, low humidity and back into the 70s in that forecast. We'll be back.